Hey, I'm Will Wheaton, and I have just received a dump truck full of gold bullion to tell you to watch the Scene Snobs.
What's going on, Case?
Hello there, Mick. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think I pissed a lot of people off last week.
That will happen.
With my fatties chin wagging comments.
That can be brutal. Could be seen as being judgmental and hurtful towards others.
It's possible, but I don't care.
Valid.
Because they need to stop wagging their chins and get on board with Noom and leave Tay alone. That's the most important thing.
All logical things.
The woman is number one in our hearts and on every Billboard genre chart.
There's actually proof now. Yeah.
There's actually proof now. So just leave her alone. Okay. And then try Noom because it will help you lose weight. Like it's helping me lose weight. So guys, check out Noom. Daily lessons, personal coaching sessions, and support groups, tracking systems, and more. They're not going to tell you what you can or can't eat because they don't believe in good or bad foods. Instead, they're going to give you the knowledge and wisdom you need to make informed decisions to fit your lifestyle. Try Noom today. Down below is our affiliate link. Now let's get this party started.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
Yay! Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan, joined as always by my partner on this magic carpet ride, Mr. Casey the Madman Plot.
No, I thank you, my wonderful friend. It's a pleasure to see you as always, Mick. How are you on this glorious Tuesday evening?
I'm doing okay. I think I always know when you're quiet during the my reads. It's like, nah, I'm not getting in on this. And it's like, oh, yeah, you are. I'm going to suck you in on this.
Well, you know that it's important that everyone respect their own journeys. And the fact that they have the tools to be able to complete their own journeys is an important thing.
I'm just going to say whatever I want at this point. True. I don't even care. I'm just going to shoot. Everybody else does. Everybody else does.
You don't have to be like everyone else. You can be better.
No, I don't have to be. That's the thing.
You can try.
I could be. I'm done. Listen, I passed by 45 fuck Biden flags on my way to dropping the kids off to school and then back. All in Christian households with the cross sitting right outside. So now, do I care if they fly that? I don't care. It's a free country. Fly a flag if you want to fly that flag. I mean, not one American flag is in that yard either. But so when I see these things and I realize this is the great America a lot of people are talking about, you know, where we can just put and I'm not even offended by hating that guy. I'm talking about, you really need a flag that says fuck on it? Like, we need to do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, people like to be able to show all the words, and it is a very versatile word. And quite frankly, everyone's aware of it by the time they're like 6.
No.
So anyone who says they're not is a lie.
I believe that everybody who flies that flag on their porch, they're just showing off the only 2 words they know. So only 2. So.
Well, what an auspicious start to this Tuesday, huh? Holy cow, buddy. Double barrels, like what in the world?
Let's enjoy it. I don't care. The world's burning. No, the world's not burning. I'm usually the optimist,
man. I mean, come on. That's the whole point of this show, is to give people an outlet for an hour of absurdity. Not let's heap on the fucking garbage pile that is happening outside.
I'm not even talking politics. I'm just saying that one flag drives me nuts because it's just curses everywhere.
Well, yes, and with all those curses, you know, those curse words, that's how they summon demons, that's how you get a curse put on you. So that's why you don't want to say the curse words. So if you have flags of the curse words, you're only hurting yourself. Don't you make fun of the fact that I'm saying curses.
No. We say that in Jersey, and that's okay.
Curses.
It's a curse word. That's what they call it. Cussing. Okay,
I know.
Cussing.
No, we called them curse words. We did too. That's what it was. You don't say those curse words.
They're adult words. You're not allowed to say them.
Yeah, well, I've, told my daughter, I'm like, well, you can't say those words until you can understand all the other words those words represent. And then when you can cover the full adjective, noun, verb, entirety of what I was saying through expletive, then you can use them.
I'm just like my 6-year-old asking me on the way to school, like over and over, why is that word on there? It's such a bad word. And it's like, because some people have no
Couth.
Couth is a good word, and I'll go with couth. In fact, we should just talk like we're on the set of Dawson's Creek at all times.
Yes,
just to show these people, show these people the flag. And again, I don't care. Like, a lot of people get mad, like, and justifiably. Like, I understand why you're mad at the concept. Okay, so I'm not a guy who's like, how dare you? He's our president. I don't care. I'm not talking politics. I'm talking, like, can't you make a flag? Like, let's go, Brandon. I don't agree with it, but
there was wit behind that. It was almost witty. It was an Oscar Wilde, repartee, an attempt. So I'll take it.
Fly it high. I don't care. If you want to fly the stars and bars, fine. It locks you in. I mean, we know who you are.
It's a battle flag for a nation that lost to the nation you
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's cool. And it was Virginia's battle standard. So it's fine. It's fine, though. You'll figure it out. It's cool.
No, I'm not advocating for people.
Well, I'm just telling anyone else who's curious to ever fly it. Just be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. But, like, I don't need a giant blue flag that says fuck on it. And I don't feel like I'm being prudish.
No, but whatever happened to cool, like, more intelligent things, like a donkey kicking the elephant? Or, an elephant tossing a donkey. Do something fun and creative. Everyone is just getting to the baser level now. And it's like, I mean, how could we not have a nuclear fallout in the next coming 2 years? How could it not happen? Exactly.
It's idiocracy.
Yes, we're rapidly streaming towards cycles and histories that are returning to us that are horrifying and terrible. So you know what's cooler than that? Movies.
Yeah, it's true. Watch
togetherness with your family. And hanging out with the ones you love and telling people that you love them more often. And, being with people that you care about and enjoying the experiences and recalling the experiences and just live what lives we have to the fullest.
Very fair. You wax poetic.
Because now we're 7 minutes and 45 seconds and I want to talk about antiheroes.
We got a lot of time. And that's our only topic tonight. We got time.
Bro, I'm so excited because of Tay-Tay.
I know.
Because
that's where it came from.
Is crushing it. Oh, how could it not? She's fantastic. The amount of work she's done, what she's put in, the fact that she's got the top 10 positions on the Billboard Hot 100, and her entire album is in the top 50 of the Billboard Hot 100. Are you kidding me? Like, it's incredible. She is the new level of music. When we discuss music, we are discussing the way of who's the best in music. It's Tay-Tay. If Tay-Swai is not at the pinnacle top peak, I mean, look, as far as artistic talent, it's forever going to be Prince for me. I don't think anyone can ever beat Prince.
Yeah, but he wrote so many of those amazing songs for everyone.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, he was prolific. But Tay-Tay has just put herself, I'm a Swiftie, to the nth degree now because of Midnights. That album, I've listened to it 4 times today.
Dude, you're in a bad place, and we need to stop this. That's too much Taylor Swift.
Things are hard. Things have been hard. All right. Things have not been great. The past couple of days were tough.
Listen, guys, you have to help me. We are going to Christmas Carol, Casey. It's going to be done, and it's going to be amazing. So, but you're right. Tay-Tay is amazing. The album is fantastic. The only thing I can equate that to is the Scene Snobs, because it's like Scene Snobs on Good Pods. We had like a month's worth of episodes in like the top 100 one day. They're just like showing up. I was like, yeah, I like this.
It felt pretty good. It was kind of neat. I mean, I'm just happy people like it. That's really what matters.
It's true.
It's the important
part. To be entertaining. And even like when we're talking about the F Biden flags and stuff like that, like I'm not even mad. Like I've gotten to a point in my life after everything we've been through in just the last 8 years. Let's say 8 years.
It's a lot, man. It's a lifetime.
It's so much. It's more than anybody should probably have to endure. And I can't even imagine children who are going through it.
Well, your kidney stones alone.
My own, just my own day to day was enough. Let alone everything else. And then that's not even an apt description that Casey's giving. It wasn't stones.
No, it was literally crawling up his renal canals like a stag.
It was like it was gigantic. Then they broke it up and it became lots of stones.
Pebbles.
in a botched surgery, but
I got to hear some. It was weird.
It was ridiculous. But my point being, if you can't laugh at yourself, and I'm at that point, like I met some people the other day who do not align with my way of thinking.
Okay, fair enough. That's most people. For me, anyway.
It's a lot of people. And, I said, am I going to be Mick who's just going to be abrasive about it? Or am I going to show them through goodness, empathy, compassion that there's a better way?
Oh, you went full Mick, didn't you?
No, I did. Shut up. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I did. I showed empathy. I showed compassion. We talked. We became friendly.
Okay.
And I said, I'm doing different. I'm tired of getting mad, man. I'm tired of getting mad.
Yeah, I mean,
but you really know fucking pisses me off.
Be mad, but don't become mad, because that's giving someone else the power. That's taking your energy, and that's useless.
It's true. I have enough anger. I can just point it at my kids.
Bingo. That's exactly where it should go. Clearly,
my kids are at the point when it comes to me. It's like every little threat of punishment, or it's just so empty. It should. My wife is the authoritarian here. Like I'm like I'll like. Yeah, and start like yelling, because I'm like, yelling will scare them and they'll stop. They just look at me now and it's like, nah, dude.
Oh, it's done now. No, the power is gone now, because you have to change it up. It works when they're young and you can shock the crap out of them and they're like, ah! But then they reach that age. Like, I mean, River's just like, whatever, Dad. Like, you got to have a real talk. Otherwise, it's just whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen Jack just stare at you and be like kind of laugh and walk away, and it's like, yep.
He gets so, because he's so worldly for 6. It's so odd. So like because he watches TikTok with us and stuff, and we don't watch anything bad. We don't go on it and
wild threats.
Fun stuff, the stuff that's good, okay for him, and mostly like the trending stuff like that kids like. But he'll start like quoting. He's like, I like your cut, G. And like, he'll just run up and say something like that. But now if I do get mad and I'm trying to like calm down, and I'm like, okay, keep calm. He'll run up and put his hand on mine and sing the Lava song from Moana, that short film.
Yeah, man. I love that.
He sings the whole thing to me and to calm me down. And I'm just like, it does. I mean, but
yeah, it's beautiful. I sing that with River. It's great.
Dude, makes you want to cry.
Someone to love. Yeah, man, it's great.
All right, let's go to the comments. I don't want to think about this.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hey, Kathleen. Where did you get a dump truck full of gold bullion? We don't have it anymore.
No, that is gone, John. We spent it on our attire.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent it all on Will Wheaton.
But do you have any Grey Poupon? I wish I did. That was some good stuff back in the day. I don't know if it's
Dijon mustard in general. Oh, it is. Yeah. It's just wildly overly expensive.
Liz, we love you. It's November 1st, and we had the windows open today, and it was. I know how messed up is it that the windows were open and it was gorgeous today, but yesterday was so rainy.
Stunning. And then, this morning I was driving into work in a freaking fog. I was like in a cloud the whole trip in. And then I would go by the battlefield, and it was even cooler because it was like even more dank and deep. And it's like everyone's still going 40, and it's like, good luck, everybody. Hope no deer are around because you can see nothing. It was awesome.
You're insane. That's nuts.
Adventures in, what is that? In traveling into work.
Good evening, boys. What's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy?
Jason!
Gotta love election. It ain't election season. These are faded flags. They've been around a while. Hope you all had a nice Halloween.
Yes, hope you had a good one. I did indeed. I'm not sure how this guy's was. I went home and slept.
I had a good one. I handed out candy. We got about 100 kids come in.
Dang. Oh, and they all got large bars. So
they all got the large bars, and we have so many left over. We're going to give them to the children's shelter here, just so they have some for candy.
That sounds really sweet. I'm going to make sure to come through and grab some before that.
We'll save you some, for sure. We have tons of other candy with the other kids' candy from trick or treat.
Oh, I mean, I'll take the uncle tax.
The which one? Oh, yeah,
uncle tax. Because you probably got the dad tax. There's the mom tax.
I can't. I got diabetes now, man. I can't mess around.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can't do it. You know what? I'm here to help you, bro. I will take that load off of your chest. All right.
Yep. It's because little people suck. People suck, little snob, because people suck.
Truth, Kathleen. Truth.
Idiocracy wasn't supposed to be a documentary.
But surprised it was.
Yes, I heart Taylor Swift. We all do.
Yes,
We love it. Liz, you're right there with us. John says, "All hail Queen Tay-Tay, even if she's in her CGI feline form." She's listen. You had to bring it up. That's the sexiest Tay-Tay. That's the sexiest Tay-Tay.
It's your favorite Tay-Tay.
Just saying, it's my favorite Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
Although, and I don't want to objectify her because she is just I mess around with the whole dating relationship thing. I don't know how she is, but like talented as hell musician.
Oh, fantastically so. The fact that she writes that and comes out with that and is able to put that together. One of the reasons I loved Kesha. So, I mean, big fan.
So, yeah, I just, when it comes down to her, like, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. And all of her videos, like, it just nails it. And she directed one of them, was really good.
Man, her meat sack is symmetrical and she takes care of it, continues, I guess, honing her body machine. That's fine. Whatever. Her brain's pretty dope.
Chicken's here. What's up, Chicken? How you doing, buddy? Chris is here. So he gives you the sun's getting real low vibe when he sings the song. Yeah, he does. He does. Oh my God. Is my son Black Widowing me?
He is. That's exactly what he's doing.
So he's so smart. It wasn't rainy here yesterday. First time in years it hasn't snowed or rained. Of course it snows in Michigan on Halloween. Of course it does. Because you guys live in Little Canada. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's like semi-tundra.
Anyway, I also got half off Halloween candy and nog on the same day. I can't do the nog yet.
It's a big win.
I will. I know I have diabetes, but I gotta have some eggnog.
I'm only getting nog so I can make my snickerdoodles.
I'm down with some snickerdoodles. Let's do that,
bro. I finally got the good recipe for the snickerdoodles, so it's happening. So,
guys, just want to let this out there for any of you, if you're filmmakers or you know any filmmakers or anything like that, just to run it by you. Submissions have opened for Skyline Indie Film Festival. If you guys didn't hear, I am one of the new directors. There's two of us, and I just was bestowed this honor, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys are interested or you know filmmakers that are looking to submit their movies, it is open now. Go to skylineindiefilmfest.org. There is a link below, so you can go check that out.
Yeah, and you all should definitely join in. Podcasters as well. Working on a podcaster's alley that'll be kind of in line with what we would have for generally the press area. But you know what? We're part of the podcasting world. We love all of our friends of the podcasting world and feel like that would be a great way to meld and give the opportunity for podcasters to come out in force and we all show up. So we'll be working on getting those details out shortly as well.
Yeah,
so
once we get
checking in, and we'll keep yelling at you.
Casey will be running the Scene Snobs around that time, and it'll be nice because
I tell you, August is going to be crazy, y'all. That's when the madman takes over. So
we live in a state that is literally shaped like a mitten, which first of all, yes, it's shaped like a mitten.
I never realized that, Kathleen.
Yeah, it's the hands. They call it the hands.
Holy cow! You've opened my eyes to this. How have I never seen this before?
If you talk to anybody from Michigan, you ask them what part of the hand are you from, and they'll tell you. And they have also stolen land from Wisconsin. It's very clear.
Was it part of the UP? Because
they call it the UP. Yeah. I've learned a lot about Michigan from all my Michigan friends. And so it shouldn't be Michigan's. It should. Let's be real. It shouldn't be. It's not connected to Michigan. It's connected to Wisconsin. They stole it.
Well, I mean, stole it, or someone, maybe there was a line there one time that we don't know about.
Michigan is notorious for all 4 seasons in 1 week, sometimes 1 day. I believe it.
No, Virginia, we get that 1 day thing all the time. The chicken.
Yeah. It will be rainy there today, but it should be sunshiny tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know where you live. So
no idea. But it sounds good that way.
I don't think Wisconsin wanted the UP.
That's plausible.
I don't.
Just like, you know what? Screw this area.
It's a Michigan answer if I've ever heard one.
It's a tundra swamp. Well, that's like the whole thing with like Connecticut. We have that chunk that Massachusetts took out. Literally looks like just a random square they ate in the state. And it was, because screw Massachusetts, man. That's messed up.
We got the UP from the federal government because Ohio stole Toledo from us. I feel like these are all fake facts.
Fast facts with the Wasses.
Supposed to snow. Where are you from? Are you from Michigan?
Yeah.
Tell us the truth.
Oh, it could be Montana. I hear they get snow.
Big sky country.
Big sky country.
I watch that show. And I watch Yellowstone. I'm all about that. I'm all about Montana from a distance.
I love
murder in Montana.
Nah, it's beautiful out there, man. I mean, watch Longmire. There's not that many murders. It just takes them a really long time to solve it.
Nah, I'm good. It's like a new murder every week on Big Sky. There's like murder all the time in Yellowstone, and it's coming from all factions of the state.
Oh yeah, there's no safe people you can hang out with. Oh, dope.
I think John's answer is actually correct. I disagree, and the reason I disagree is because it's connected to Wisconsin and should belong to them. So the government's wrong again.
To why Toledo was stolen from y'all. I feel like that is a whole new thing I have to uncover.
I need to know where Toledo is.
Fair enough. It's in Ohio.
Yeah, no, I know it's in Ohio. But like, is Michigan connected to Ohio? All right, I'm looking.
Very close. One would say they border each other.
Do they?
They do, in fact.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me with your lies.
Wouldn't try.
I'm pulling it up. I'm just going to look. Okay, so Ohio does border some of Michigan.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
So you see where Toledo could go.
No, actually, I didn't look up to it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Toledo's right there. All right. Well, no. I'm going to argue this. Because here's the thing. I'm going to redistrict everything. So stick with me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's smart.
Toledo, although it's right up on the border's still a straight line.
Right.
And Toledo is right below that.
Mm-hmm.
So really, you can't have it. Sorry. In fact, you should lose some more of Michigan if they want to have that straight line completely across Indiana into Ohio.
Do you want to like just grid the states randomly because squares are easier?
I'm going to share this. And anybody who's listening, imagine the U.S.
Yes.
Just imagine the U.S.
Just
right
think
now.
of the United States of America, perhaps the Great Lakes area.
All right. So here we go. So let me zoom in. So here we have Toledo, right? Here's the line. This is the border line. This is, of course,
Michigan.
Other Wisconsin. And no, this is, of course, Michigan. And this, of course, Ohio. So because that line is there. Now, if you come over to Indiana, you see how it's a little bit lower than where Indiana's line borders
Just
to Michigan?
Slightly, yes.
Just slightly. So technically, you should lose everything like Camden, Waldron, Morenci, Ottawa Lake, Temperance, Lambertville, that Erie, that should all belong to Ohio now.
Well, they might want to. There could be a redistricting thing here.
So here's the mitten. Here's your hand.
Yeah,
right?
Yep, I see it now.
And then this part right here, the Upper Peninsula, is a part of Michigan. Here's where I'm pissed. Michigan,
next to what I always call like Big Dong Lake, because Lake Michigan just looks like a big dong laying in there.
But clearly, it's connected to Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
So it should be Wisconsin's because it's not connected here. I guess there's a bridge or something. A road runs right through it, but it's not connected. Here's my point. Here's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
You should give it back to Wisconsin.
Okay.
Because it is not, in fact, connected to Michigan. And I'm really tired of all you Wisconsinites, or not Wisconsinite, Michiganers, or Michigan landers, or whatever you call yourselves, saying that you are connected to all of the 5 Great Lakes. You're not allowed to have Lake Superior because you're not actually connected to it. Wisconsin is.
Okay. How are we going to actually decide this? Should there be some kind of competition like arm wrestling or like lumberjack competitions? Maybe
movie trivia.
Movie trivia, naturally.
Yes.
Okay. I like
and
it.
then London, Ontario is where some of the most beautiful women in the world I've ever seen are. And with that being said,
except from your own house.
Well, I mean, my wife is the number one, of course.
Exactly. Well, then why can't London, Ontario be taken by Ohio?
Because Canada is a whole different beast. Canada is, they're not going to let that happen.
And what do you mean they're not going to let that happen? You sure you can't just go up there and be like, hey, guys, I mean, there's some kind of competition I'm sure you can have. Like Scottish games, the Highland games.
I dig it.
You can do caber throws.
I dig it.
Yeah, do some
Kathleen says War of 1812.
We could have another War of 1812. That was fun, and there were muskets.
Wait, are you saying I have a public school education?
I have a public school education. He has a college education.
But I went to Catholic school. I didn't go to.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't even. You're like way above, bro. You're way smarter than me.
No, that's not what I'm saying. that's not really the point I was going to. they believe in a whole bunch of God.
Your schooling means everything.
Listen, I don't know if it was good or not. I don't know what I know, but I know I don't know much. I don't know much, but I know I love you.
I love you.
The contest will be settled by bear wrestling. I'm not fighting for you. Are you going to fight for Michigan? Stop singing a song. We're going to get sued.
I can't. It's one of my favorites. When you start that, I can't finish it.
No, you got to
stop. Not finish it.
I sang it. You're not allowed to sing it on this one. I've taken it away from you. After being assigned to various territorial jurisdictions, it was granted to the newly formed state of Michigan as part of the settlement of a dispute over Ohio with the city of Toledo.
That's amazing.
We went through this.
I'd be even more curious to find out which president it was, because I have to know what kind of facial hair they had. Therefore, I can make fun of them in the right way.
I'm just really happy that Dan and Tim will listen to this episode and be super pissed that I'm saying that you don't. You can't have the Upper Peninsula.
And I'm really hoping it was some jerk face like Ambrose Burnside who decided it.
Probably was. That guy was a jerk.
Or Millard Fillmore, who barely counted.
I don't even know who he was, and I don't even care.
He was the president. Yeah, one of the presidents of the United States of America.
Fillmore.
Very easy. A lot of people did. All right. It wasn't hard.
Can we get flags made? Oh, just say fuck
Millard Fillmore.
Fuck George Washington.
Oh no, Kathleen's right. It was Andrew Jackson, a real prick.
I'm gonna say go Jackson go. That's gonna be
no. He murdered all the Indians. He did Trail of Tears, bro. You cannot say that.
All right,
ever, not even joking.
Anybody can say anything they want on any flag on their property, but I say go Jackson go. And I didn't even say Andrew. I could be talking about Michael. I could be talking about Tito.
You could be.
Could be talking about Randy Jackson.
Could be talking about famed NFL receiver Michael Jackson.
LaToya Jackson. Bo Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Bo knows.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh my God, that'd be great. Nobody talks about Samuel L. Jackson. He'll get mad.
Boom.
You don't want to mess around.
That's not what you want to do.
Guys, I'm just going to tell you right now. Give it back. Michigan, give it back. Give it back to Ohio.
Yeah,
we should pick out a president and get T-shirts made. We should just pick out one. Get Taft. Like, fuck Taft.
Screw Garfield.
Oh man, Chester Arthur.
Screw Clover twice.
Oh my god. We should do this. I love it.
Grover Cleveland, baby.
No, we got to pick out a president everybody likes.
Grover Cleveland?
Did everybody like Grover Cleveland? I don't know.
He was pretty popular. He was along the populist lines when like William Jennings Bryan would stump for him.
What are the most hated ones?
Thomas Jefferson was a shit president.
Was he?
Oh God, he was awful.
He was really good.
He tried to screw. Yeah, well, that's different. He tried to screw up everything that was done before him and didn't get anything done, and basically stagnated the country and put us a little bit further behind. But that's fine. That's fine. William Henry Harrison. People hated that guy.
Didn't he die in like 31 days?
I mean, he was 32 days. Yeah,
32 days. I know a history thing you didn't know.
Yes,
and you know how I knew it? How do you learn all your history?
Wait, YouTube.
Yeah, I learned that one from Parks and Rec.
Nice.
That whole episode. was
Well,
like,
the
oh,
best
really?
part about
But here's the thing. Did you know, and I didn't get this from Parks and Rec, William Henry Harrison invented 2 terms inadvertently. Okay. So he had big 10-foot tin balls that had different slogans on them. And he'd have them rolling into each state as he was running during his campaign, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where the term "keep the ball rolling" comes from.
Well, that's pretty dope.
And he also, as a joke, because people would make fun of him, say he needs to go send them back to this log cabin, saying he was like a country bumpkin, screw him.
Yep.
He had a whiskey distillery. I forget where it was. I think it was in his home state. Make up what do you call it?
Jugs?
They were like glasses that were log cabins of whiskey.
Oh, like bottles, like glass bottles that were log cabin bottles. Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And there's a famous term. And now, of course, it just left my head what the famous term from that was, because the guy's name that made them is let me look it up. William Henry Harrison, log cabin whiskey. Log cabin whiskey.
I think one of the other things that was really important to remember that William Henry Harrison really put shined a light on the importance of vaccines and getting your influenza vaccine, because guess what happens when you're trying to give a speech in the rain, especially cold rain, which is officially the worst weather in all of history.
It is. It was that was made by somebody named E.G. Booze, and that's where the term for alcohol, booze, comes from.
Oh, get out. That's pretty dope.
So William Henry Harrison gave that to it. Oh, yep, John Wass said it. But I didn't see your answer. I didn't see your comment until after I looked it up. So I was right too.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Okay, so WHH ain't so bad. Maybe those are the shirts. WHH ain't so bad.
Ain't so bad. He gave us he kept the ball rolling and he gave us booze. I love it.
I mean, it's pretty solid.
I think his image should be public domain.
Actually, yeah. I think any president is.
Sweet.
I believe, yeah, because they're a public figure.
We should make that. We're going to make that as
technically merch. We paid for his own freaking painting in the White House, so
it's true. It got done after he died.
Right.
So our topic for tonight, and I know Casey's been itching,
and scratching and digging,
and scratching and itching. I don't know. Is anti-heroes. So the definition of anti-hero is from the Oxford Dictionary. A central character in a story, movie, or drama who lacks conventional heroic attributes. Now, my question for you, Casey, are anti-heroes the best people for the job in movies?
I think it really depends the movie, and depends on what we are allowing to be described as an anti-hero. As I did some research on this topic, I was really curious to find that most anti-heroes I completely disagree with. Like, I think they're awful.
Okay. Well, okay, so I can kind of see that, because there's a lot of lists to it. Like, I did see Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver, and I think he works.
Okay, Travis Bickle is an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Because he's actually got noble intentions, but they're kind of a byproduct of he's also a psychotic maniac. Yeah. But he's trying to do the right thing in whatever he thinks the right thing is. But it doesn't fall too far out of the spec of you should, help take care and protect others who can't take care of themselves. So I think that's a solid one. I think trying to say that Tony Montana is anti-hero, he's just a bad guy that we follow and root for. We're rooting for the bad guy. That's the whole point of that story.
He is the antagonist in that movie. Yeah. He's the one causing the most problems, doing the most bad. But because they have us cheering for him because it's his story, we think he's the protagonist. When in actuality, everyone else that he went up against, not that they were good, not that they were good people, but they weren't as bad as him.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, is he was always against someone who was a little bit better than he was in what we would call our moral standing. All of them had something to give back to society. All he was doing was being completely selfish.
Yeah.
So anyone who is completely selfish can't be a superhero. Michael Corleone is not an anti-hero. He's not. He's the one we focus on and we follow his story, but we're following the bad guy.
Actually, I'll disagree with you on that.
Ooh.
And here's why. So if you take all three, you take all three of them, and you should, and because even if you don't like that third one, everybody, you should take it. Michael Corleone was always dead set on breaking away, not doing this, not being part of the family, and he kept getting pulled in. He would
because
have never
of the
been back in the
temptation,
family.
because of the money, because of living that lifestyle, because of having the power. Like, come on, man.
No,
I would be tempted by that too.
He walked away. He took every chance he could to walk away. When Sonny was murdered, and he saw his father was vulnerable in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he saw his father get shot, and that was before, of course.
But these were men who made their own decisions. Why couldn't he just leave?
Because it's family. Because above all else, the family was the most important thing. But if you're growing up in that time, and family is the most important thing to many people in that area, and where he is, he's a product of that. So, again, I'm not saying he's not a villain in the story.
Right. We're just cheering for a villain, though, rather than being an anti-hero. John McClane is an anti-hero. I
still maintain Michael Corleone as an anti-hero, because even through his villainous deeds, even through doing the things he had to do and turning in such a way his character, he still desperately wanted to get out. The second one was about him trying to be out of the crime life and he moved the family across the country. And he tried to be out of it. He tried to keep going, and he was still getting pulled back into the old ways.
And
the third one, he is out. He's trying to abide by the church's rules, and he gets pulled back in again. It's a famous line.
But I know they keep pulling me back in, but he keeps murdering. I'm sorry, I don't see it. I see him doing it as more for selfish things.
Okay,
I don't
but
see
here's
him
the perfect example: Deadpool,
Deadpool's
Punisher.
Great. Punisher's good. I like Punisher. I understand Punisher.
But
Punisher is someone who's doing it for vengeance. I'm not saying that that's not a
No.
problem, but he's doing it for different reasons.
But
He's
then you're
not
not an
moving ahead and
anti-hero,
getting
but
more
you're-
power. Punisher's an anti-hero.
How
Harley Quinn is an
If he's
anti-hero.
murdering as much as he is, he would be the first to say that he's not a hero.
He's at least
all.
killing bad guys.
Technically, Michael Corleone was only killing bad guys.
Who's also like I don't know. I don't agree with the Michael Corleone one. I just see him having too much power out of it in the end, that it's all a game to him. That
He
he
had
got
no-
to
but
power
that's the
play
thing.
his way through.
That's the beautiful operatic piece of that. Through it all, through all of the power, through everything that he was delving into and going towards, he lost everything that meant anything to him. He lost his brothers. He lost his father. He lost his daughter. He lost everything. He desperately tried to be legit because he was afraid of losing any more people, and
he's also responsible for killing his brother, for killing all these other people that he lost, and then killed the other half. Like, how is he okay? How could he not hand it off to
that's why
Fredo?
he's an anti-hero.
He had the ability to give it away and be done.
That's why I maintain a lot of people say John McClane is the anti-hero, and I disagree wholeheartedly. He is not the anti-hero.
Why not?
John McClane was always going to step up.
He's always a hero, but he's not what your traditional hero is. So here's why I think he's different: because he swears, he spits, he smokes, he's a jerk. He, has intercourse and looks at women in a manner, unbecoming of what we consider heroic and chivalrous, because we're full of crap. But that's the idea, is you're going different. So that's why John McClane fits more as the anti-hero, because he is the hero. He's just not the way we think of your traditional heroes.
He's not the hero that we believe he should be, which is a complete change from the old school movies of like the John Waynes and things like that,
right.
where they all
are they upright the whole time, kind of like in Casablanca. Rick was absolutely an anti-hero. Because he was this very selfish, you traditionally don't think of him being the guy, but when the moment came down to it, he handed everything over, and, for all in the name of love, to give everything up. and also for a cause greater than himself. And so that is, what being the anti-hero is. He did something heroic in, for being a guy you don't think is heroic.
An anti-hero I agree with, but anti-hero is such a broad term.
It is.
It's anyone trying to do the right thing. Just because Rick then in that case is a completely dastardly, in it for himself, swindler person who just doesn't care. But you're right. In the end, he does what's best. He does what's best for everyone involved, and he walks away. And he does that deed.
But he gets nothing for it. That is completely selfless. And that is that level of heroism. You know what I'm saying? He gets nothing from what happens in the events that unfold.
Which I still maintain with the Michael Corleone argument that, and I can't believe this is it. This has become the argument, which I love. I'm not upset about it. The Michael Corleone argument is because he has that power, because he has that money, because he has that hierarchy within the world that he lives in, none of which is what he ever wanted.
But he had more opportunities to leave, and he kept going back into it. He kept enjoying it and maintaining the power and money and all of that. Dude could have left to Argentina, been gone, never on anyone's radar, just over.
But he couldn't, because the family was the most important thing to him. It was always what was most important. And he got sucked back in. In the third one, when he is out, the only reason he gets sucked back in is because of his nephew. It's because the family is the important thing.
He kills his brother-in-law like a day after his honeymoon. What is that?
Because he's not family. He's not family. Yeah, he did he kill? Oh yeah, he did kill the brother-in-law. He did kill the brother-in-law. But it was later.
Totally
it wasn't.
It
was Sonny who beat the crap out of him with the
Sonny beats the junk out of him. Yeah, and
that's not a hero.
No,
Sonny's
that is not.
Sonny. That's why Sonny is a villain. He wanted it. That's everything he wanted, and that's what got him killed.
And violence was always his answer.
Yeah, but that's what I love about the second one, is because when you go back to Vito and seeing Vito's life and why Vito had to do the things he had to do to better himself in this country and become the Don. It blows it out of the water, and you see that juxtaposition with Michael.
I understand the juxtaposition, but even with Robert or Corleone's position, originally Vito's, he could have stepped away from this. He didn't have to go down that way of his life. He didn't have to. But
Vito didn't want to. Vito never wanted to. Vito saw that power come, and he kept going for more. He realized what he had to do. He became ruthless because life was ruthless to him. So he became ruthless in it because he
product of his own environment, but it's also the whole point of being heroic is climbing out of your environment. So that's why I say to be an anti-hero, to do those heroic things, you have to go above and beyond your environment, not just, I was really good stuck in the same environment that caused me to be as villainous as and treacherous as I was.
You're just pissed off because Mo Green died. And
bro, Leon, well, obviously, but he took that bullet right in the eye, bro. But Leon in The Professional, I think, is probably one of the better anti-hero examples. That yes, he is someone who I don't see as being a positive influence. He was villainous as all get out, and then all of a sudden, to protect this girl, he steps up and he has this code, and it's due to this code that he goes as far as he does, and that's so. I think Leon is probably one of my tops. Him and Manny from Ice Age.
Now, I do not agree. I do not agree with Patrick Bateman being an anti-hero.
No, see, Patrick Bateman, that's a terrible choice because he was never at any point. He's just a villain you follow. Same thing with him Breaking Bad. If you're talking about Walter White, you're just following a villain. He's at no point does anything heroic.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at a list and like Alex DeLarge from Clockwork Orange is not an anti-hero.
I didn't get that one at all. That doesn't make any kind of sense. How do you think he's the anti-hero? Tyler Durden is a fictional freaking character. Like he's not an anti-hero. No. He's just a straight anarchist. Like Snake Plissken is more anti-hero.
The narrator should be the anti-hero because the narrator tries to stop it in the end. And he does. He shoots himself even in the head. Like, he should be the anti-hero that they name in that. But for some reason, they throw Tyler Durden in there because, you know what, though? I'm going to say a controversial thing here. Fight Club is not a great movie. It's not a great movie. I'm sorry.
I loved it.
It's okay.
It's a great story.
When was the last time you've watched it?
It's a lot of fun. Like 3 years ago.
And even before then, like
I was on a big Paladin kick. Oh, well, before that, I mean, before that, I kind of watched it. Fight Club was one of those every years for like almost 15 years of my life. I watched that multiple times a year. I love that movie. But I understand that, in the fullness of time, it's changed. But I like the twist. I like the turns. I like what Palahniuk did with the story and the questioning of yourself. You have to look at yourself. And would you do that? Who do you think you are in each one of these scenes? And when you rewatch it, you re-question, have I grown from that point? That's one of the things I like about Fight Club. It's one of those tentpole movies, kind of like School Ties was. Like, have I mentally moved past this point in my life?
Yeah. Like Han Solo is the best anti-hero to me.
I mean, I won't disagree with that. He's up there.
Because and because of the turn, because he changes who he is, and we see the change throughout. We see the effect that Obi-Wan has on him. We see the effect Luke has on him. We see the effect the princess has on him. Everybody along the way, and the fact that Chewie is on a different end of it, and he's just like, let's help out. Like, let's do what we can. He's in it. And Han is like, no, I just want my money. I want a payoff job. I want to go. I want to go do my thing. I'm a smuggler. That's it. And then by the end, when he returns, when he hits that return and knocks Darth Vader off the path and helps Luke, there is your perfect turn into anti-hero.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that because everything he's doing is completely selfish up to that point. Yeah.
Up till that, totally, and then they bring it back out.
Totally agree with that. And then, another good one for that line is Shrek.
Yep.
Shrek is a wonderful introduction to kids as this is an anti-hero in the most blatant, clear way possible. The big giant ogre you're not supposed to cheer for and usually run from is now we're going to follow his story and you're going to fall in love with him.
Like, even when you look back and you watch what we were talking about the other day, we were talking about Escape from New York, Snake Plissken. Snake is forced to do this. He's forced. He's given that cold, or not the cold, but they give him like the pill that is going to kill him. The
virus, and he's got 48 hours or whatever. So I mean, his is only completely personally motivated to live. So that's almost not even fair to make Snake Plissken an anti-hero or call him one, because both times he had some sort of implant that would either blow up or kill him or like melt his body, some weird stuff.
Here's where I think I disagree with that, because here's where I think he is the anti-hero, is because we see what he sees. We see the corruption within the law. We see the corruption within the president. And by the end, both times, he does the right thing.
I mean, that's fair.
So that's where I say his anti-hero really comes in.
A person who I think is a great anti-hero, but it's tough to call her a hero because it's a revenge tale, is Beatrix Kiddo. I wonder if I can call her an anti-hero, because even though she is the protagonist and the main person we focus on and pay attention to, and we long for that revenge, by the time you've reached getting to Bill, you have been so excited to see her get the revenge on this guy. After what she went through in the hospital, after what she's gone through in the chapel, like all of it. So when you get there, it's tasty. It's flavorful. You're foaming at the mouth waiting for this. So, but she's not an anti-hero because at the same token, it's all selfish. It's just revenge. A straight revenge tale cannot be heroic.
I agree. I agree to an extent.
The fact that it's going to stop a monster does have merit. But the reasoning behind what she's doing, how she's doing it, the manner she's going about it, it's difficult to call that heroic.
Let's I want to, because we have some good names being thrown out. Harley. So do you think Harley? Awesome. I want to go down the list with you. What do you think? You think Harley's an anti-hero?
Oh, now the story they finally given her and fleshed out fully since 1992 animated series. Absolutely. It's phenomenal. I totally agree, Liz.
What do you think about Black Adam? Have you seen the movie yet?
I got halfway through. I mean, Black Adam, though, even through his run, he's someone who kind of had to learn to become a hero. So yeah, I guess in a way, anti-hero. Yeah, I'll go with it. I'll give you Black Adam, sure.
How about Dexter? I don't know about Dexter.
Dexter still kills people against the law, against other things. Like, yes, you may think it's a higher cause and whatnot, but he's feeding his own beast, and he talks about feeding his own beast because he wants to kill anyway. Yeah. So just because he happens to be murdering the bad guys, and let's not forget, he didn't always get the bad guys.
But if we go by the definition of saying that it's a different type of hero, like who lacks conventional heroic attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of these heroes do fit within that realm, though.
That is true. Look, it's not a traditional heroic thing. Is he a hero for murdering murderers? Yeah. I mean, yeah, anyone he's given justice. Ooh, Killmonger.
Killmonger, I would in the movie, not in the comics at all.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Because all of his motivation,
it's because he was wronged. It is in a way revenge. It is well in a way trying to just get home too and get to his birthright because it was technically his birthright.
Yep.
So
I did like the Riddler in the latest Batman movie.
No, that's a villain.
Yeah, he is a villain.
Riddler's a villain.
That's chaos he's trying to inflict.
Which I appreciate where he's coming from, and I see where, depending on what side you're on, Liz, if you happen to be one of those street urchin folk who lives in that substrate, sure, absolutely, he's a hero to you, but it's only because he's trying to take down standard, normal, everyday living people. So where do you want to land?
What's up, Chris? Thanks for joining in, bud.
Buddy.
What fight is awesome?
Ooh, you and
I'm not a big fan of it. I don't hate it, but I'm not a big. I think 12 Monkeys is a better movie. In death, his name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a pic of my 1-inch tall miniature painted Snake Plissken. I want to see that.
Awesome. Heck yeah.
Dexter Choir chose. I missed something.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Dexter could choose to kill anyone, but he made a code. He didn't make the code.
Harry did.
Harry made the code.
Harry's code.
Yep.
In
fact, we saw how desperate he was on a few occasions where it was more about the kill than Harry's code. But he thought if he stuck to Harry's code, then he was in the right.
I think it was season 2 and season 5 where he really struggled with that.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see. Like, I'm not saying he didn't do a great job, but at some point you're still following the villain.
What's up, George G3?
George G3.
Yeah, so I mean, when it comes to anti-heroes, I think we really need to give the due to Jack Burton.
Well, I think Jack Burton is one of the greatest he's not even a hero. I can't even give him hero status.
But sidekicks can be heroes. Sidekicks can be heroes.
Sure. Look, Samwise Gamgee proved that.
Would you stand 100%. Up to Nightwing and be like, dude, you're not actually one of the heroes? You're
obviously. I'd look Dick Grayson straight in the face and just go, pshaw.
He'd kick you across a building. It'd be great.
If he could hit me. Ooh, I'm wily.
Oh, if you think you think Dick Grayson isn't going to get you?
Nah, I'm clear. Okay. I got it.
A minute to win it. I love it.
I mean, okay, who's one of your other personal favorites? Because we had a couple of conversations on this. We decided that Ash is definitely not.
Ash is a hero. Ash steps up. So, yes, he's not a conventional hero, but put in the position that he is, that's an unconventional position. Now, granted, a lot of these, like you could say, Die Hard's unconventional, and Escape from New York, and a lot of these you could say are unconventional.
Nick Wilde from Zootopia, the fox, con man who turns into straight-laced good guy.
It's just a sweet old boy, never doing no harm.
Venom, great anti-hero.
Venom is an anti-hero. He just hates Spider-Man.
Yep. He specifically only hates one dude, 2 entities. That's it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my God, these 1-inch figures are cool. Chris just sent them to me.
Oh, nice.
I don't have them saved, so I can't pull them up, but they are pretty awesome. I'll send them to you so you can see.
I'm confused because some of these, the idea that Gordon Gekko from Wall Street would be an anti-hero. He's not heroic slightly. He does nothing heroic.
No. I mean, it's stupid in a lot of ways. A lot of these, I think they just want... Mad Max, I would say, is an anti-hero. Rambo.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%, because he just wants to be left alone. He doesn't even want to hurt anybody. He's just like, I guess I'll help out with these people, because he's being dragged behind the car. So...
William defends Foster from falling down. Really?
Dude, that was a terrible one. Why the hell would you choose him? He's actively going out to hurt other people because he's butthurt his life sucks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this list that are just I don't think you understand the anti-heroes.
Right, and that was kind of what blew my mind. So I'm glad I feel like we managed to get through.
I think a lot of people put the emphasis on the fact that they're the protagonists in the stories.
Right.
So they're probably like, well, they're the hero of the story.
Right.
And it's like, Patrick Bateman's he's the main focus. He's the protagonist of his story, but he's not the hero.
That's like Cole Turner in Charmed. The fact that he's the demon who then winds up falling in love. So he has to do things anti-demony and then turns around and becomes more demony, but then in the end sacrifices himself because of love and the greater good. So that's kind of anti-hero-like.
I would disagree with Robin Hood. Robin Hood is a straight-up hero. Robin Hood,
yeah, he's a hero. Yeah,
he goes right in whole hog on that. He's like, I'm in. He keeps the ball rolling and does the booze. Oh wait, sorry, that's William Henry Harrison.
How about Boyd Crowder from Justified?
No, an anti-hero? No,
nah, he's pretty much a villain.
Piece of shit. I love him.
Yeah, no, it's true. He's a total piece of trash who accidentally does good things once in a great while.
Yeah, he's a piece of garbage.
Arya Stark from Game of Thrones, bro.
Yeah, not your typical hero for sure.
Not at all. She gets into straight up murderiness.
She really does, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's amazing.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I'm losing it. My brain is mush. It's been a heavy October, so like the first
really
show back.
Has. This is the 1st of November. So great to be back into not October. I mean, I love Halloween, man. It is my favorite time of year. Getting into that many horror movies is fantastic.
Yeah.
But at the end, I just get fried. So it's nice to hit November 1st, to be here in November, where it's okay to say no. Yeah, this is a message to everyone out there. Some people try Movember, some people try other things, but November is it's okay to say no and create those boundaries and take care of yourself.
Casey?
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
It's okay for everybody to say no all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I meant to show you something. Guess what I found?
Just try to do it more in November. Oh, Three Little Pigs mask.
Remember this?
Yes.
Remember this from our movie?
We created
we never made?
The first time we hung out, and then we went through what was it? Was that the dollar store
Walmart
that those were at? Walmart that those were at.
Yep.
And yeah, grabbed 3 of those and just started making up different ideas for movies.
Yeah, we had a whole idea for this horror movie thing. I don't want to get too into it because people steal the idea, but
I kind of want to do it now. Now that I'm seeing that mask, I'm like, oh man, that was a good one.
George 3 says we saw Black Adam, very cool. I mean, I liked it, but it didn't blow me away. Like DC just doesn't do that for me.
It was good.
Yeah,
what I've seen so far is fine.
No Xmas till December 1st. I disagree there. I am all about after you see Santa at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, it's Christmas time.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Macy's Day Parade, when it ends with Santa, it's officially Christmas time. I'm hit.
Liz, it's been a crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, right, Liz? We all did. Us. Yep. You were crushing it. Thank you so much, Liz, in our Discord, one of our fantastic, just badass human beings who's always around. Love and appreciate you.
Guys, if you guys are interested, I am doing the 60-mile challenge all throughout November. So for the 30 days of November, I will be walking 60 miles. And it started today. I'm at about 2.7 miles. So, I mean, that's pretty good. If I do 2 miles a day, I'll get to 60.
Or if you just do 2 miles in one direction, because then you got to get 2 miles back, bro.
Listen, you get what you get, and we don't complain. That's where we're at. I'll work my way up to it, but right now
I believe in you.
I did almost 3, so I mean that kind of works. So
you can do it, bro.
So I'm doing that, but if you guys are interested, it is for St. Jude. I have the link down below if you guys want to donate or just at least share it out. See if anybody else wants to donate. It all goes to St. Jude's, which we all believe in. So, that's where we're at. George C3 says, fair enough, Macy's parade is good. It's always been what it was for me. Like you see Santa at the end of the parade, and that's Christmas season. My jobber's already put in Christmas. My wife has already taken down the Halloween. She wasted no time.
Wow, it's November 1st.
She is so excited in the new house to decorate for Christmas. And I told her, I was like, pump the brakes. I mean, she's very excited for Halloween again next year. She went to Spirit Halloween today. She was like, there's some things I want to get because I have plans for next year. And I was like, okay, awesome, fine. But she's all on board for Christmas. And now that we have the room, I'm going to try and put my train set up. I have an old school Lionel train set from way back in the day.
Classic Lionel, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm going to try, and we have a whole village. My father built this whole village, and he's put it up for years and years, but then he gave it to me. And now I have it, so I'm going to recreate the whole village.
That's awesome.
So it's going to be a lot of fun, and
that's right.
We're gonna now we have room to be able to do that, and just kind of get there. So we are.
You should charge everyone who comes into that room, particularly.
Yeah.
Like everything else, be like, guys, it'd be great to have you over. Come on over, and everyone's hanging out, and be like, where are all your decorations? Oh, that's $10 to get in the door.
Yeah, you want to see these decorations because we already have enough decorations. It looks like Christmas threw up. And now, like, my wife is like even more on board. She's like, I want 2 trees. I'm like, why? Why do we need 2 trees? She's like, I want one for the window and I want one for like us for the presents. And I'm like, fine, whatever.
Well, you do have a really cool. You have like the 2 big bay windows. I get it. I would want trees in both of them too.
No. One tree has to go by where I sit, not right next to me, but like I need. Okay, I'm a very simple guy, but I got to tell the story. So I believe that trees should be in the living room.
Okay, I agree with you.
Because when I'm sitting there, and I like my Christmas movies, and there's a few that I have to watch. It's Wonderful Life is one, 1,000%. Live the damn thing. I have to watch it. And it's such a prolific thing in my life because suicide factor, the being down and out, down in your luck factor, the learning about friendship, things like that, all throughout is amazing. And it's the first movie my wife and I saw in theaters together.
Yep.
And I asked her to marry me the first time right after it, which she said no, justifiably so.
I remember how excited you were when you were going on that date. You were just the happiest when you were like, I'm going to take her to the theater and we're going to go see It's a Wonderful Life. And I was like, oh, of course she
was all excited. She really wanted to see it. She knew how much I loved it.
Yeah.
And I had to wait. I had to get that TARDIS ring before she would say yes.
Bingo.
And that was months later. But let's see what everybody's saying real quick. Chris says, wish it was closer. I'd be down for that. You did $10? You got this 60 mile. I have basketball coaching. I'm going for 15 more pounds before December 1st.
And you got it,
congratulations on the weight loss. I'm trying to get to 300 pounds by the time we're at Carolina Fear Fest.
And I believe you can do it, bro.
I do too. I think I can. And yeah, so it's exciting. So if you guys are interested, all those links are down below. Go check them out. Real quick, guys, just so you know, as always, make sure Friday mornings you're checking us out. We're at 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. The Morning Drive live show that we do starts at 7. We have a good time with it. We're always kind of going off. Hopefully you guys will join in. We'll have some fun with you. We would love it. I want to get the phone line working so people can call in if they want to.
I know. I want morning call-ins. And don't worry, anyone who's watched, we are going to start moving past that 1 hour break. So in that first hour, we're gonna try to push past. Hopefully we'll have our coffee and tea situation set so we won't have to sit up and run away anymore.
Well, I said we should layer it.
Right?
Like you go take a break and then I'll stay and hang out.
Oh, no, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm saying, but we won't take real breaks. You know, it won't be disappeared.
We see a lot of people drop off after the breaks, like where they're really into it right before and then they drop off. So I figure if we layer it, like, because I only really take the break around 8 o'clock to say goodbye to my kids in the morning before they leave for school. Yep. So like if I can do that and then jump back on and then you can take your break, that would be great.
Because I'll take that little portion when you leave and we'll turn that into what rom-coms have I watched this week? Because that's all I'm doing in November. All I'm doing is watch romantic comedies. And I started with Practical Magic. That was this morning, so it got me kind of back into it. I was moving away from Halloween, moving into my romantic comedies. It worked great. And then I watched Die in a Gunfight, which was a very strange Guy Ritchie-esque, Oh no, I'll save it, but that's my tease. That's my tease.
Did you see the new commercial for Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds' new movie?
I have not yet.
Ryan Reynolds is a genius, by the way.
Well, yeah.
So it's the two of them sitting in a Christmas setting because they have a new Christmas Carol type movie called Spirited coming out. And they're talking, but somebody's talking for them, so it's dubbed.
Okay.
And then, like, it's just not working. It's kind of off. So he grabs a walkie and he's like, it's just not working. What are you doing? Cut to, I don't know which one it is, but it's either Millie or Vanilli standing at the microphone. So it's been a long time since I've done this, Ryan. And
oh, my God.
It was brilliant. Did Ryan Reynolds just save Millie Vanilli?
Well, I mean, one of them's dead, but yeah, the other one, sure.
Oh, the other one died?
Oh, he took his own life in like 95 or something like that because he couldn't handle the tragedy of what he went through and being the joke of his whole life.
Wow, now I feel bad.
Yeah, probably want to research that, but that's more fun. That's what we do here at the Scene Snobs, living on the edge of our pants.
All I say is I'm sorry to Millie Vanilli, and goddamn you, Michigan, give it back. So
give it back, Michigan.
Give it back. And we'd also like to thank our patrons. So thank you guys for supporting us, helping us keep the lights on. Again, Dale, I will get your name up there soon. I'm sorry, I'm been spacing. It's been a crazy month, but I'm in there now. Tim, Paul, Stacy, Matt, Aaron, Chris S, Chris H, Dale.
Thank you, Dan, John B, Ron, Jason, AJ, Radar, and John W.
Yeah, guys, we have 3 tiers available. So if you want to join and support, go to patreon.com/thescenesnobs or the link below in our description.
And make sure to join us over the Snobs Nation Discord. It's one of your favorite channels that you haven't checked out yet. And if you have, we appreciate you and we're glad you're part of the conversation. Join some of our wonderful moderators in the fantastic Snobs Nation, firing up all sorts of wonderful topics and hanging with your favorite snobs.
And make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Check us out. We got tons of great shows and more coming. And we have lots of live events that come up. So please like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. It helps us go a long way.
And make sure to cruise on over to the Scene Snobs merch store. Head over to thescenesnobs.com, follow the link tree, and go ahead and get yourself all of the coolest stuff around. Plus, it's almost that Christmas season. Make sure you gift all the people you love your favorite Snobs merch.
Guys, make sure you're following us everywhere. We are at the Scene Snobs all over the place. Or you can follow on Instagram at Plodmus21 is Casey, at Casey the Man on TikTok, or at Twitter Night on Twitter. Thank you guys, and we appreciate you. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and joining in for us. We can't wait to see you on Friday again when we come back. But Casey, take it away.
As always, we love and appreciate you, and thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. Hopefully, we brought some light, sunshine, some laughs into your crazy, otherwise abnormal life here where we love to embrace absurdity. So please make sure to come back, visit, like, subscribe, do all the fun things, but most importantly, take care of yourself and be kind to each other.
All right, everybody, and we'll see you next Tuesday.